Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Sumukascha Ekadantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakaha Lambodharascha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayakaha Dhumaketur Ganadhyakshaha Palachandro Gajananaha Vakratundaha Surpakarno Herambaha Skandapurvajaha Shuklam Baradharam Vishtum Sativarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Dhyayet Sarvavighnopasanteye Yasyadzaradavaktrabhya Parishadhya Parastatam Vignam Nidhanti Satatam Vishvaksenum Tamastraye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheswaraha Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Aklishtakarine Namo Vedanta Vedhyaya Gurave Buddhisakshine Krishnadvaipaya Namjasam Sarvabhuta Hiteratam Vedabcha Bhaskaram Vande Samadhi Nilayam Munim Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. Now with Swami's grace, let us continue. We came up to Slokam number 10 yesterday, and then we'll take up Slokam 11 today. 10 was Uda Aplutam Viswamidam Tat Asit Annidhaya Mila Tat Anga Nyamilayat Ahindra Kalpehe Adifayana Yekaha Kritakshanaha Swatmarataha Nivigaha. Now, number 11. In 11, the concise meaning is, now all the what we call as gross physical appearances, these all are held in suspension. Where do they go? When something disappears, where does it actually go? Right? You have to think. And it disappears from our sight, that's all. But that form, this is why the Sraddham we do, especially Mahalaya Amavasai, the Mahalaya Tarpanam, the Tarpanam that we do for our ancestors is very important. Physically they may not be present, but they're very much present. Their form, their name, and all the other things, that relationships, whatever we have, everything is very much present in the present, in our mind. That is very important. And Bhagavan is cosmic mind, the Hiranya Garbham. So that has everything is ever present, always present. So remember that. So everything is in suspension in him. And then Bhagavan also created time. With the passage of time, then like just the way we have an alarm clock and that wakes up at the set time, this time, which is the servant of Bhagavan, the Parabrahman, which is carrying out what it has been commanded to do, at the right time, it disturbs. That is the same way, how long do we go to deep sleep? After a certain time, we wake up from deep sleep. What makes us wake up? Right? We take it for granted. Scientifically, if you're in 4 hours of deep sleep, we go through 4 cycles in every sleep and all those things. But what determines it? What is the function of time there? The same way there's a function of time in the cosmos also. And so whatever I am is basically what the universe is. The whole prapancham is me. And the whole prapancham is within me, and I am in everything, the whole prapancham. And who's this I? That is what he's talking about. Parabrahmam. Okay, same way I can relate to it on a personal basis. Same thing happens to the Hiranyagarbha, the Parabrahmam. Right? We think of him as lying down on bed of Adifesha and all that. So by doing that, they're separating him from us. He is not separate from us, very much within us. Okay? And so that with a proper appointed time, then this Bhagavan's wake till the appointed time comes, he has a slumber, and completely absorbed in his atmic bliss, the peace, which is what each one of us go through in deep sleep. Each one of us is completely absorbed. in that when we call it as deep sleep, that deep sleep is, see, there are three avasthas, there's the fourth one. So Jagrata Avastha is what we call as a waking state. Swapna Avastha is what we call as a dream state. Okay? And we think Jagrata, the waking state, is real and the dream state is dream. That's not true. Both are actually dream only. Okay? Then beyond the dream state, what we call as a deep sleep, Sushupti Avastha. Extremely subtle. That's what Sushupti means. There we actually, the mind takes complete rest, the senses are completely rested on what we call in a dream state, isn't it? Senses are completely rested. The body, nothing moves. Whereas the mind is agitated, pictures many things. Even that takes rest in the Sushupti stage. That is why when the mind is completely rested, you feel peaceful. Remember that. Same way, but in that sense, in that Sushupti stage, the mind is directed completely, totally, exclusively to the Atmic bliss. That is why it is so peaceful, which I'm not able to do when I'm awake. But in deep sleep, I do that. That's done automatically for me. Same way, Bhagavan, the cosmic Purushan, is absorbed in his own Atmic bliss till the appointed time comes and he, what we term as, wakes up. Bhagavan never goes to sleep, but he never wakes up. He's always awake. But for this thing, creation, to be explained in a way, in our limited understanding. Please remember, creation is something beyond our ken of understanding. But in order to understand a bit about, this is how it could have happened, this is how it's happening, related personally, then it becomes a little bit clearer. So this is what number 11 talks about. Now, what is this being absorbed in your own self? What is it like? What does it really mean? If you take a piece of wood, there is fire that is within it, isn't it? It is like that. This bliss is very much within us. That is what number 11 talks about. Very beautiful way of, extremely powerful way of pointing out how things get created. And the moment you relate it personally, you begin nothing but auscharya and wonder and amazement and reverence will dawn. Okay, dawn on anyone who reflects on this a little bit. Saha antah sarire arpita bhuta sukshmah kala atmikam satyam udirayanaha uvasa tasmin salile pade sve yatha analaha daruni ruddha viryaha. Saha antah sarire arpita bhuta sukshmah kala atmikam satyam udirayanaha uvasa tasmin salile pade sve yatha analaha daruni ruddha viryaha. Yatha, in which way? Analaha, fire, daruni, inside the wood, ruddha viryaha, submerged strength. Fire exists as a latent submerged strength in any piece of wood, right? So like that, saha, that Parabrahman, antaha, internally, antah sarire, within himself, arpita, colloquial we say Sarvam Krishnarpanam, immediately we say everything I surrender to you. No. Put it where it belongs. That is what Arpita means. Like in legal language we say intellectual property, right? IP and the credit has to go to so and so. Here Arpita means putting it where it belongs. It belongs only with the Antasarire, with the Atma. Bhuta Sukshmaha, Bhuta, the gross form, Sukshmaha, the subtle forms, both are they exist within him, antaha, with Bhagavan's body, which is the ocean of prema. It contains all this, suspended. Okay? Then there is ahamkaram, which we haven't talked about yet. Atmikam, kala atmikam satyam udirayanaha. Now, atmikam satyam, as impelled by the Parabrahman, by this prema, this selfless. Love is selfless, period. And love is unconditional. And love, it doesn't praise, it doesn't blame. It doesn't blame. It's just amazing. When we develop that, you find that it has got a phenomenon. It is the most powerful entity that there is in this prapancham and beyond is only the power of love, power of prema. So Sakti, Udirayanaha, invigorated, impelled, inspired by it, Kalaha. Time, what does it do? Then it comes and Uvasa Kasmin Salile. Salile means water. Okay, it also means ocean water, like ocean. Right? And here, as we discussed the last session or the session before that, what is the water that is present, Pralayam? It is nothing but the yearning of all the jivas, the pining of separation from my home. That pining, this is the pining and this is the yearning every single piece of creation has. The 8.4 million varieties of creation. We count them in billions and billions and billions, right, of number, but the varieties are 8.4 million. Each one of them, from a speck of sand to the distant star, to the dust that's floating in the air, to the ant that's crawling by the windowsill, it doesn't matter. Unto a human being, everyone yearns to get back home, and everyone pines for that. That is not wasted. This is the Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. As Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says, this is the call and the prayer each one of us are automatically reciting without being aware of it. Okay? And in Tamil we call it as ekam. In English we call it as yearning. That is there, everyone. And it's later, it is very powerful. That is never wasted. That is the teardrops that come from that sincere yearning is what makes up this Salilam. Pade Sve Yatha Analaha Daruni. Tasmin Salile Pade Sve. That means this Atmikam Satyam through time, impelled by that, this Bhagavan who's now slumber, the time itself kind of wakes him up, right? By himself wakes him up. Yata, how is it present? Where does it come from? No, it's all internal, present within only, like the way a fire is present within a piece of wood. The fire doesn't come outside. Same way, the Sakti is present. This is what Bhagavan's Leela is. Everything happened in absolute order, and not a dot moves without his will. Remember that. So everything happened punctually. And that's how, which means the deep sleep is disturbed. So you're going to wake up. Same thing, what happens? The moment I wake up from deep sleep, it doesn't matter whether I go back to a dreaming state or whether I really wake up and come to the wake-up state, doesn't matter. Then the creation has started. Mind has started functioning. The moment the mind functions, there is creation, because mind's job is imagine. Always imagines. Anything you imagine makes it get created. If I imagine the edge of the universe, that gets created right now in my mind. That's a simple way creation can be experienced. Okay, can never be understood. So that's what happens. Now, so from the deep sleep, Bhagavan is going to, now the creation is going to start. Chatur Yuganam, number 12. Chatur Yuganam cha Sahasram apsu swapan svaya udirataya sasaktaya kala akyaya asadita karma tantraha lokan apitan datruse svadehe. Chatur Yuganam cha Sahasram apsu swapan svaya udiritaya sasaktaya kala akyaya asadita karma tantraha lokan apitan datruse svadehe. Beautiful. This is where the witness comes in. The Bhagavan is right now residing within me, witnessing everything. I know that. I know I can relate to him. You can relate to the witness within you, right? But at the same time, we move away from the witness, isn't it? We become the subject, we become the object instead of being the subject. Now, here, number 12, to give it a concise summary, so when Bhagavan's spent like this, we call slumber, cosmic slumber, these are all big words. Very simply, the things are suspended. mind is completely at rest, peaceful. So there is no creation. See, Chittavritti Nirodha Yogaha is what Patanjali says. So when the agitations all die, what is left is only peace. That peace is Bhagavan. So when he spends 1,000 Chatur Yugas, like this, 1,000 Chatur Yugas, okay? One Chatur Yuga is 4.32 million years, human years. 1,000 is 4.32 billion human years. So that we can relate to it. So we can understand human years. This is what we call as a kalpam. One night of Brahma is 4.32 billion human years. One day of Brahma, in which creation takes place, is 4.32 billion years. Okay, the creation, all appearances, disappearances, everything, the 4.32 billion years. We are in the Setavaraha Kalpe, which is the 51st year of Brahma, year of current Brahma, and we are in the Ditiya Parade, the second half of that thing. Okay, so all these things we're not going to right now because said in the Sankalpa. So during this time, the creation starts. Now, from the sleep of the 4.32 billion years, this is going to wake up. So everything that was suspended, all the creation, is not going to manifest. That is 12. So when he just spent 1,000 Chaturayugas, his power, time is also Bhagavan's kalam, is also his Shakti only. Then as commissioned, commanded by him, instructed by him, stimulates, the same way something in me stimulates me to come out of deep sleep. So Bhagavan, this stimulates. Then all the suspended things, they are coming into action, where Bhagavan sees himself, which is the witness seeing me, which is the witness seeing the way I speak, witnessing what I hear, how I speak, how I conduct myself, how others are, the whole world. Everything is the witness in me is also seeing that with his own creation. That is what he sees himself. Okay? The whole within himself. Bhagavan is not separate from what. The whole thing is within is Garbham. Please remember, we are all in the womb of Bhagavan. We are all in the womb of Bhagavan. We are not outside. Bhagavan is not inside me and outside. No. Bhagavan is everything, just like the air that is within me and within outside me. Bhagavan is there within as well as outside. Above me, behind me, everywhere. So I am immersed in it. Like the way a fetus is in a mother's womb. It is surrounded. It's inside mother, outside also. It is, but mother is only there, isn't it? Like that, I am, you, be, everything is in Bhagavan's Garbham, in womb. Please remember. So it's going to give birth. That is why we are all brothers and sisters. We are not alien to each other. It doesn't matter how you look or how I look, you speak, irrelevant. We are all part and parcel of the same body. That is Bhagavan's body. So he saw within himself the whole universe suspended in ideal form. Okay, now waiting to manifest. That is the number 12. Chaturyuganam cha sahasram apsu swapan swaya udiritaya sasaktaya kala akyaya asadita karmatantraha lokan apitan dadrse svadehe. With his own body, within his own body, he saw all this. What did he do? Chaturyuganam cha sahasram, 1,000 Chaturyugas. We talked about that. But Chaturyuga simply means Satyalokam, Satyayugam, Tretayugam. Satyayugam is also called Kritayugam. Two names are there. Then Tretayugam, Dwaparayugam, and Kaliyugam. All those put together, this is called one Chaturyugam. So 1,000 Chaturyugams like that. Apsu Swapan. Apsu into the water. We talked about what the water is. The water is nothing but water of prema. Nothing but that. This is why Bhagavatam is so sweet. Nothing but prema. It is not the H2O that we're thinking of. No. It is prema, the ocean of prema only. Swapan in the dreaming state, in our words. Okay. Swapan means where the mind is, inactive. You can talk about Bhagavan. The mind is required for creation. Mind is the one that creates. Mano moolam idam jagat. Always remember that. The mind is not there, there is no creation. There is no jagat. So Bhagavan's mind is inactive, rested. Swaya udiritaya. Then Sathya. So, fine. How long? But Bhagavan had a primal desire to separate myself from myself. For that, I have to create. I have to project something from me that was not there. But there is nothing else other than me. So, I have to project it. That we call as creation. So, Buddhiritaya, we have to develop for that to make it happen. Sathya with my own energy, with power. Kala Akyaya. Kalam, the time as commanded by me at the right time, and Asadita, it came and our crude language woke me up. I wake up from deep sleep. So same way, Kalam, when the right time comes, Bhagavan opens his eyes, which means creates. Karma Tantraha Lokan. The whole creation takes place for what? Karma Tantraha. That is why this whole world, Prapancham, is Kurukshetram only. It's a field of activity. Just imagine, check yourself. Just a personal experiment you can do. Try being inactive. Don't do anything other than the breathing that goes on by itself, okay? See, I will not go to do anything. See how long you can even sit in a chair idle for how long without doing it. Impossible. They're all working machines because that is the nature of creation, karma tantraha. But there is a purpose. There is a reason why I'm always compelled to work, because I must learn the skill of sharing the love that I am. I should not be selfish. I should not hold on to wealth or knowledge or power or position or food or whatever. Everything is to be shared till I learn that, till I become skilled at it and I become 100% proficient at that. Naturally, work will keep on coming to me and I'll be bound by work. That is karma tantraha. Lokan apikan tadruse svadehe. So this whole thing, that was a field of activity, was manifested. Bhagavan saw within himself all these things ready to come out. But he says, apitan dadrusedehe. These all the whole prapancham with the varieties of, but everything is pushed by action only, activity only, karma only. Remember that. Karma, only karma. That all other creation out of the 8.4 million types, everything else follows the law that has been laid down by Bhagavan, which is they share what they have. Human being is the only one that doesn't do it. That's where the problem comes. Okay, they all follow their dharma. They are the only ones who don't. But so this apitan, doesn't say they swadehe apitan. He saw the whole thing actually covered by his own body. That means he saw everything within himself. Doesn't say he saw. Chatur yuganam cha sahasram apsu swapan saya udirataya sasattaya kala akyaya asadita karmatantraha lokan apikan dadruse swadehe. Let us do one more slokam. Slokam number 13. And in 13, summarizing that, okay, now Bhagavan saw this whole prapancham there within himself. They're all ready to come, all in latent condition. Just like the way a fetus is ready, a baby is for the mother's womb, ready to come out, but it is there, right? And the that. Then, when you willed it, okay, which is again, implemented through time. The time is an implementer, a tool. Then what happened? The whole thing, is nothing but energies in different forms. They all burst out through his navel, Nabhi. And what made it come out? What is the activating impulse, that is a rajasic gunam. It was all that earlier. That is also because Prakriti is where all the three gunas are in absolute equilibrium. That means no gunam is dominant relatively. So when the equilibrium is there is no creation. But when the equilibrium is disturbed by the passage of time, then creation happens. Here, the passage of time comes and the right moment comes. Like the way our alarm clock goes at the set time, Rajasic Gunam starts raising its head. And all the whole universe that was held in suspension, in abeyance, in Bhagavan's mind, which is the Hiranyagarbham, burst out, came out through his navel. What does this mean, navel? Okay, why? The same way you and I are born. We call it the umbilical cord, right? It comes from the mother's navel only, right? That is the umbilical cord. Physically, we see that. We're connecting with our mother, it's giving us our supply of food and all those things, but then we cut it once we are born, physical. But mentally, spiritually, this umbilical cord is never cut. Whatever is projected, that's appearing, is still connected to Bhagavan only. It appears as if it is different, but it is not. It is, the whole thing is within the womb of Bhagavan. Okay? So that is number 13. Let me read that. Sathya artha sukshma abhinivishta dreshtaha antagataha artaha rajasa taniyan gunena kala anugatena viddaha sushyan tada abhidyatha nabhi desate. Tasya artha sukshma abhinivishta drishtehe antargatah artha rajasa taniyan gunena kala anugatena viddaha sushyan tada abhidyatha nabhi desate. Now, the various subject matters of creation are all held and suspended. That is Sathya Artha. Both the gross as well as the sukshma, the subtle ones. Now remember, the subtle ones cause the gross ones. That's a Sargam. We saw the subtle forms like Tanmatras, the Indriyarthas, we call them, right? And the sound, the taste, and sight and all that, right? So those are all subtle things, right? You cannot say what a taste is, right? It's subtle. Like those later on, they combine together and form the gross form that we're going to talk about, okay? So these subtle elements are all within Bhagavan's womb. Then when Swami looked at them, Abhinivishta Dreshtaha, fixed his mind, fixed his look on them. If darshan, vision fell on it, what does it mean? He graced them. Bhagavan is always looking when he's not looking, right? But that means he graced them, he willed them, sankalpam took place. And antagataha artaha, which is they're all internal antagataha. When it's the abhinivishta dreshtaha antagataha artaha, all have to be taken together. Literally translated means when his vision internally was fixed on these subtle elements that are already held in suspension. But basically, it's sankalpam. Sankalpam, that's all. Bhagavan decided that moment. Then, immediately, kala anugatena viddaha. Kala anugatena, in the due course of time, as the passage of time, very important. Okay, everything takes time, even for the invisible to become visible, that you're going to see in chapter 10 of this Kandam. So the invisible to become visible and the visible to become invisible. Okay? So we see the visible one with our eyes. But before we saw it, where was it? It was invisible. So for the invisible thing to become visible so I can see it, it takes a certain amount of time. And what is the time? It is a time taken by for light to pass through 18 atoms, 18 hydrogen atoms. Simple. All these are going to be described later. So everything, creation, materialization, everything takes time, and that's what is at a appointed time. Kala anugatena. Appointed time, the due passage of time, Vidura agitated. What happened? The moment Bhagavan Sankalpan took place, time went into work because it was assigned. Then immediately what it agitated, it disturbed the equilibrium of the three gunas, it agitated the rajasic, rajasa, taniyan, gunena. The rajasic gunam, which is, rajasic is a mode of passion, it is activity. Tamasic is lethargy. In a car, very easy to understand. Rajasic is something equivalent to your accelerator. And tamasic gunam is equal to, is like your brake, right? Whereas the sattvic gunam is when everything is nice, a cruise control, you go on, everything is nicely balanced. So that is the way we can understand our body. So rajasic, pushed by mode of action and activity, saniyan means very subtle. Rajasic gunam is very subtle. And the passage of time, appointed time, what did it do? Then, through Sushyan, that rajasic gunam started acting, raising his head. Tada, then, avidhyata, piercing through nabi deshat, from the abdomen, from the nabi, from the navel in the abdomen, pushed by this rajasic gunam, all these subtle elements pushed through Bhagavan's navel. Okay? This is what happens in our deep sleep. I wake up from a deep sleep as impelled by time, right? It happens by itself. Immediately, all the subtle elements that are lying latent within me, where did I get the sound, the taste, the ability to see? All those are all latent within me, but they all burst out. And why they come out through the nabi and then why they come out through the padmam, the lotus flower, that we will discuss later. The same thing happens to you and me every night we go to sleep and by the time we wake up. Okay? But this is cosmic creation. And cosmic creation is not creation outside of me. It is what my mind creates. It's all within me. So, tasyartha सूक्ष्म अभिनिविष्ट दृष्टेः अंतर्गतः अर्थः रजसा तनीयान् गुणेन काल अनुगतेन विद्धः सूष्यन् तदा अभिध्यत नाभिदेशाते। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम।